Have you ever wondered how one man can be at the center of politics, controversy, lawsuits, and headlines, all while maintaining a net worth in the millions? Well, meet Ken Paxton. He's been called a conservative warrior, a political survivor, and even a headline machine. Some see him as a hero, fighting for Texas values. Others, as a man constantly skirting the edge of the law. But who is he really? From courtroom drama to campaign trail battles, from humble beginnings to becoming one of the most controversial attorneys general in America, Ken Paxton's story is anything but ordinary. It's a mix of grit, power, wealth, and a surprising lifestyle that might make you rethink what you thought you knew about political figures. In this video, we'll unpack everything, from his early life, rise in Texas politics, high-profile legal troubles, and his luxurious lifestyle, all while maintaining a net worth in the millions. Well, meet Ken Paxton.
1. The quiet kid from North Dakota. Believe it or not, Warren Kenneth Paxton Jr. wasn't born in Texas. He's originally from Minot, North Dakota. His father was in the military, which meant frequent moves. Eventually, the family settled in Texas, where Ken would find his roots. He earned both his undergraduate and MBA from Baylor University, later attending the University of Virginia School of Law. But Ken wasn't your typical extroverted politician type in his early years. Friends described him as bookish and calm, far from the firebrand he'd later become. This quiet foundation may explain his calculated approach to politics. He listens, observes, and then strikes. Number 2, the rise through Texas politics. Paxton's political journey started in the Texas House of Representatives, where he served from 2003 to 2013. He then moved to the Texas Senate before making a bold run for Attorney General in 2014. His campaign was rooted in conservative values, religious liberty, Second Amendment rights, and cracking down on immigration. And it worked. Despite some early controversies, Texans voted him in, and he quickly became one of the loudest voices for right-wing causes nationwide. What makes this interesting is how rapidly he rose through the ranks. He didn't spend decades in the shadows. He played chess, not checkers. Number 3, the controversial Attorney General. Now here's where things get dramatic. Shortly after taking office as AG, Ken Paxton was indicted on securities fraud charges in 2015. The allegations claimed he persuaded investors to buy stock in a tech company without disclosing he was being paid by them. Sound shady? Many thought so. But despite years of legal back and forth, the case dragged on without a conviction, keeping him in a political limbo. And get this, during this time, he was re-elected. In most states, that would end a political career. In Texas, it added to his legend. Number 4, the whistleblower scandal that rocked the office. In 2020, a bombshell hit. Several of Paxton's top aides accused him of bribery and abuse of office. They claimed he used the power of his office to help a real estate developer and campaign donor and mate Paul by intervening in legal matters on Paul's behalf. The aides were fired, they sued, and the scandal exploded in public. What's wild is that Paxton denied everything and doubled down on his political rhetoric, claiming it was all a deep state conspiracy. It was pure political theater and a Netflix documentary waiting to happen.
5. The Trump connection. Ken Paxton is one of Donald Trump's most loyal allies. After the 2020 election, Paxton filed a lawsuit asking the Supreme Court to overturn the results in 4 battleground states. Although the case was rejected, it solidified his place in the MAGA movement. This wasn't just about politics, it was strategy. By standing with Trump, Paxton gained national recognition and a loyal conservative base. But it also made him a target for critics, who accused him of undermining democracy. Either way, he became a political lightning rod. 6. Impeachment drama, the fall and comeback. In May 2023, the Texas House of Representatives voted to impeach Ken Paxton on 20 articles, including bribery, obstruction of justice, and dereliction of duty. It was historic. He was suspended from office pending trial. But here's the twist. In September 2023, the Texas Senate acquitted him on all charges. Just like that, he was back. Paxton called it a victory for truth. Critics called it a failure of justice. Either way, the comeback story was worthy of a Hollywood script. 7. Behind the scenes. Ken Paxton's personal life. Despite his legal troubles, Paxton maintains a relatively low-key personal life, at least publicly. He's been married to Angela Paxton, a Texas state senator, since 1986. She's not just supportive, she's politically active and often defends her husband in public statements. The couple has 4 children and live in a beautiful home in McKinney, Texas. But don't let this suburban setting fool you. The Paxtons are power players, and their household is as much about politics as it is about family dinners. 8. His lifestyle. Conservative publicly, lavish privately. Ken Paxton is vocal about conservative values, but let's talk about his lifestyle because it might surprise you. He drives luxury vehicles, wears high-end suits, and frequently vacations in exclusive resorts, often funded through campaign donors or PACs. Reports suggest that his net worth is anywhere from $1 million to $3 million, though the exact figure is hard to pin down due to ongoing legal costs and private assets. Despite the legal and political turmoil, he seems to enjoy the perks of power, something many critics point out.
Number 9. The most Googled man in Texas, sometimes for the wrong reasons. During his impeachment trial and legal battles, Ken Paxton became one of the most searched names in Texas politics. People weren't just curious about his political stance, they wanted to know about everything: his past, scandals, money, and even who cuts his hair. Reddit threads exploded with speculation, memes, and debates. Twitter X had hashtags trending with hashtag Free Ken Paxton and hashtag Lock Him Up at the same time. In the world of pop culture, that makes him something of a niche celebrity, like a real-life anti-hero. Number 10. What's next for Ken Paxton? Love him or hate him, Ken Paxton is not done yet. He's expressed interest in possibly running for governor of Texas someday. Given how unpredictable his career has been, anything is possible. He's also still under investigation by the FBI related to the Nate Paul scandal, so his legal battles aren't over. But if history has shown us anything, it's that Ken Paxton is a political survivor. And in the world of politics, those are the ones who rise to the top. So there you have it. Ken Paxton, lawyer, politician, headline maker, and one of the most polarizing figures in modern Texas history. His journey from a quiet kid to a nationally known political force is filled with twists, drama, and just enough scandal to make even the most seasoned political analysts raise an eyebrow. Whether he's defending controversial laws, fighting off lawsuits, or making bold courtroom moves, one thing is clear: Ken Paxton knows how to stay in the spotlight. But now we want to hear from you. Do you think Ken Paxton is a political hero or a man who's evaded justice for too long? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our next deep dive into the hidden side of pop culture and politics. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, check out our video on the real story behind the Trump versus DeSantis rivalry. It's packed with more political tea than your favorite talk show. Until next time, stay curious.